This webisode is commercial-free from the Battalion TV and the Penwell Fire Group. From the executive producer of the Battalion, the series, featuring the Snyder Fire Department, the FDIC experience.
Okay, 7 o'clock to 11 o'clock, so, fun.
Hey, Thomas Brady.
Good morning, Thomas.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning. Another good shirt that you've been wearing.
Welcome.
He's taller than you.
I know.
He's my hero. He's that taller than many. All right, so we'll get that. First of all, we're so blessed to be able to send 10 firefighters. What this year was really stands out is we have 5 lieutenants in Snyder. And all 5 lieutenants put their hands up and volunteered to go. And I think that's incredible. Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing? Good. Awesome. You know what I want to talk about is your first time here at FDIC, your first hot training. Tell me all about it, man. I am excited.
It was great. Yeah, a lot of good stuff in the last 2 days. I had conventional forcible entry Monday morning, which kind of do a lot of the basic stuff that we don't get to do as much. But that was pretty cool. Some good pointers there. And then it had flashover training on Monday afternoon. It was really cool. It was good just kind of see the actual fire experience and the role, what that looks like. Not that you want to see it, but you get to see what it looks like and how it actually behaves.
You know, that's what we talked about before you left. You know, we talked about, and Karen's been here before, so she knows, but the level of training here is just obviously it's top notch. And I think now you've had a chance to actually experience that.
Yeah, it's amazing.
That's right. It's really good information, and really the point of this experience is to take that information back to the rest of the firefighters, and it's a great experience.
You think about even the name, Fire Department Instructors Conference. So you come here, you get trained by the best, then you take it back to your home department.
Absolutely.
I mean, you have a full week here. I mean, you get to do that hot training. And now, have you looked at anything for questions?
I was just telling Karen, I was looking through last night again this morning trying to decide because I had so many classes at the same time to take. So it's tough to figure out.
That's always the problem. Like, which one do you take?
And again, isn't that the beauty of that? I mean, the fact that, there's so much available. It's not like, well, maybe I'll go to this class because there's nothing better. No, it's like there's 6 things I want to do. That's just what you said.
The show here is second to none. It just, there's so many vendors here, so much equipment. If your department's looking to buy a particular item, you've got everything here. So you get to get your hands on all of that equipment, touch it, talk to the people that are selling it, and you don't get that opportunity anywhere else where you have everything right there for you to look at, to investigate, get information on. It's really amazing.
And you're right, that's an excellent point, because what you're doing is, if you're looking at one particular, you might have 3 different vendors that have a similar product. So now you're able to actually compare apples to apples pretty much, in real time. As a volunteer, you're taking time from family, you're taking time from work, take vacation time to be here. So to have all 5 of our lieutenants raise their hand and say, yeah, I want to go. So, and we have a nice cross-section. We always have, myself, the chief, we have our second assistant chief, we have 2 commissioners, we have a captain, and 5 lieutenants. That's incredible. I mean, you think about that. You get a whole range of people. And the important part of, I think, on all of those is lieutenants are the ones that are teaching the drills along with the captain. The commissioners are the ones that are improving the equipment and the training, so they get to see it. And as chief officers, we're the ones that are learning it because we're the ones in command running the incident. So every aspect of that, everybody's learning something, and it's incredible if you think about it. It's just fantastic. Yeah, me too. I can't drive by.
Not long I went for the first run since I've been back, since he's been back. And I said, John, I'm probably only going to take you 4 hours.
stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming. And the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, take us there, star-spangled banner yet wave, o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Please remain standing for the invocation by Lieutenant Colonel, Army Airborne Ranger, Father John Carney.
Another nurse came, gave me breathing treatment. And then finally, after another 20 minutes, this young guy walks in. He's about 28 years old, big, strong guy, losing his hair. And I said to him, "Are you a firefighter?" And he said, "Yes. How did you know that?" I said, "I just know it." His name was Ryan Myers, and he was a firefighter at San Domingo Pueblo Indian Reservation north of Albuquerque. And I said, "Do you have 2 full-time jobs, working in urgent care plus being a firefighter?" He says, "Yeah." And I said, "It doesn't seem right that one of America's most highly trained, highly dedicated, smartest guys with courage has to have 2 jobs." He says, "Well, I want to keep my wife at home. We have 2 kids, one's a year and a half, one's 1 month. I guess the only sleep he's getting is when he's on the job." And so he said, so he ministered to me. That's what you guys do for a living, you minister to people. And he said, how are you feeling, Father?" And I said, "I feel like crap." And he smiled. You know, you're all little boys and girls, you know that. I heard Bobby Holt told me the other day, he says, a lot of kids say, when I grow up, I want to be a firefighter. He says, you can't do both. There is no greater love than to lay down your life for your friends. Men and women of the fire service, you're ready to lay down your life, not only for your friends, for people you don't even know, maybe people you don't even like. You'll do that. You'll give the ultimate sacrifice, and it comes with your job, and you know it. You can dot every I, cross every T, and it's still dangerous work you're involved in, and we love you for it. You know, these are cynical days, aren't they? We're polarized perhaps worse than we've been in decades in our beautiful country. But we have you to look at, to give us hope, to be an example. You know, the motto this year of FDIC 2016 is, we leave no one behind, not by intention or omission, not for self-preservation or self-interest, not physically, not emotionally, not spiritually. We leave no one behind. Honor before everything.
The parent company of Fire Engineering, we welcome you to the 89th FDIC International. And now, please welcome the Education Director for FDIC and the Editor-in-Chief of Fire Engineering, Chief Bobby Holt.
This 89th FDIC is officially devoted to the memory of all of those we lost this year to cancer, including our dear friend John Hanson, Bobby Reno, and thousands of others, and to those that are struggling with cancer. This 89th FDIC is formally and officially dedicated with great humility to the men and women serving currently in harm's way aboard the USS Boxer LDH-4. On behalf of all of us in the American Fire Service, our gratitude and thanks to all of our veterans and to especially the men and women currently serving on USS Boxer LDH-4. Today, the Fire Service finds itself in an interesting time. A time of great discovery and great debate. A time of tremendous advances and equally troubling criticisms. They say that every generation has an opportunity to define itself. They say that every generation has a season. But beyond that, great professions have more than seasons, they have more than generations. Great callings, like the military, law enforcement, the clergy, medicine, and especially the fire service, have a character for which they are known and for which they will always be known. And that character has virtues and traits that define it. It has principles and morals that constrain its participants and simultaneously liberate us in our endeavors to accomplish our sacred mission. It becomes self-evident that how one conducts oneself in matters of honor, courage, and civility is dictated by one's background and education as a gentleman or a gentlewoman. We will never, under any circumstances, leave anyone behind, whether they be rich or poor, like us or different from us, mentally healthy or mentally ill, contributing to society or living off the generosity of society. We leave no one behind. And for some, maybe life is a war of all against all, but not for us, not for firefighters. For firefighters, it's about saving all. For firefighters, it's about basic virtues, basic principles, honor, and a code. For at the very root of the firefighter, we find persons who desire to act virtuously. Not only do we firefighters find it to be worthy in its own merit, we find being virtuous to be necessary. We find being virtuous to be right. The most powerful disposition is for self-preservation. And so our most heartfelt and elaborate tributes go out to those who have sacrificed their lives so that others might live. These tributes are rare because such heroism is rare. It is with this simple code, honor before all, that we declare we are the American Fire Service, and America's firefighters leave no one behind.
What do you think about the whole ceremony?
Well, you know, I'm gonna ask Mike if this is his first visit.
Yeah, no, it was great. I mean, it was everything you hear that was really inspirational. Bobby gets really fired up. A lot of great stories. Kind of gets you going, motivated, thinking about things, and gets you fired up for the day. So,
Makes you,
Karen, what do you think?
It just makes you can't wait to get back to your fire department and share everything that you learned. And it's just truly inspiring like nothing else.
Yeah, I mean, you can't even. There's no words for that. So, it's great to be here, I have to say.
Thule Fog Productions has been producing the Battalion, the series, featuring real-life training since 2007. For the last 2 years, we have been creating and designing our new interactive website that now features fire, rescue, EMS, and our training channel. Features some of the top professional firefighters in North America. Our Battalion live feed broadcast schedule on our homepage will keep you in the loop. The Battalion.tv network. Train like your life depends on it. Be safe.